We do expect flooding along the coastline and along the intracoastal waterway in our typical spots that we do see that storm surge.
Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord briefly describing the potential impact of oncoming Hurricane Milton.
Flagler County officials continue to make its plans for the arrival of Hurricane Milton, focusing on public safety, exercising an abundance of caution.
As it approaches Florida, we're going to start seeing impacts. We're already seeing some rain that is somewhat related to the system. And when it makes its closest approach, we are expecting to see, at a minimum, high-end tropical storm force winds with the potential for hurricane force winds, primarily Wednesday through Thursday.
Lord says you have a responsibility, too, for getting ready.
Some building damages and loose objects will blow around, so we really want people to secure their loose objects. We want people to make sure they're signed up for Alert Flagler by going to flaglercounty.gov/alertflagler so they can get emergency notices like evacuations, hurricane warnings, areas that should be prepared to potentially evacuate. We have not made an evacuation order yet, but we do want residents to be prepared in certain areas. It's mostly the Barrier Island as well as some of our eastern communities, and we actually have it all broken down on the site. We are going to continue offering sandbags. That sandbag information is also on our website, flaglercounty.gov/emergency.
In addition, WNZF will keep you constantly updated on Hurricane Milton with live updates at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 o'clock. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, October 8th. Like much of Florida, Palm Coast and Flagler County are preparing for Hurricane Milton.
Both the city and the county can expect tropical storm conditions and possibly a Category 1 hurricane starting Wednesday. To that end, Palm Coast Mayor David Alphen signed an emergency order,
which opens the way to all future federal and state funding that our residents may need in case they suffer damages and issues with the approaching storm Milton.
Mayor Alphen said that the area could expect high winds and up to a foot of rain between Wednesday and Thursday. He said that it's the city's purpose to keep everybody safe.
It's the city of Palm Coast's purpose to ensure that every single resident is safe and well throughout this storm. Our city employees will do everything they can to keep every one of us out of harm's way. I wish you well. Please be safe and listen to all of our emergency warnings.
Alphen said the city's customer service call center is currently operating on a 12-hour basis, but it could go to 24 hours if needed. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. What steps will Flagler schools take in anticipation of Hurricane Milton's potential impact? Flagler Schools Superintendent LaShaka Moore.
In preparation for the potential impact of Hurricane Milton, we are announcing the closing of our schools and offices Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All extracurricular activities will be canceled running through Thursday. A decision on all activities for Friday is yet to be determined.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley has some advice on how to prepare for Hurricane Milton.
Here are a few things you can do to plan ahead. Create an emergency kit with food, water, medicine, and important documents. It is likely that some areas of Flagler County will lose power. Create a family communication plan. Make plans to secure your property. Learn the flood zones and your evacuation routes from your home should it be needed. Because of all the rain we've already had with much more to come, be careful as trees may fall from the ground being so wet. Our emergency response team that was helping Taylor County recover from Hurricane Helene arrived back to Flagler County today. Know the men and women of the Sheriff's Office are well trained, equipped, and ready to serve you no matter what Hurricane Milton sends to us. But you can help us by starting to prepare now so your personal situation does not become an emergency because you didn't prepare. And lastly, stand forward with the latest news and information from the Flagler County Sheriff's Office by following the Sheriff's Office on our various social media platforms.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.